I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've been planning to do this video for quite a few months, but it's been brought up to my attention that I really need to do this video for many reasons. One, I'll be the only YouTuber to do this. Two, I'll be the first Brony to acknowledge this, honestly. And three, I think this is an important video to make, and I just can't take it any longer. So, let's get into this. Cue the music. Let's go. How's it going, viewers? Mr. Incredi-Brony's back and he's rolling with the punches, baby. Welcome to a review video, specifically a very special and personal review. It's going to be a bit of rant in here, but in all honesty, it's going to be a very positive review with a bit of negativity for certain group. And as you can tell by the t-shirt, we're going to be doing My Little Pony Generation 5. And specifically the most recent one. And as Wayne from Wayne's World said, yes, and it's the choice of a new generation. But in all seriousness, viewers, I love me some My Little Pony. I really do. As you can tell, my name is Mr. Incredi-Brony. Brony's in the name. You get the joke. It's cool. All that jazz. So, when I finished watching Generation 4, Friendship is Magic, back in 2019, or October, which was a really sad time for me, I never thought the show would actually come back. And, oh my gosh, it came back. And I swear to Celestia, I never thought it happened in a million years. And here we are, Generation 5. And that's why a couple years ago, September of 2021, we get My Little Pony, A New Generation. In my opinion, the best animated movie of 2021. Bite me. And I fell in love with My Little Pony again. Because in all honesty, Generation 5 is the most fun I've had with My Little Pony since, I kid you not, the Season 5 premiere. Yes, I said it. In all honesty, I think the Season 5 premiere was the greatest moment in My Little Pony, and nothing has been as epic as that. Yes, I loved certain moments in later seasons, but they were very minimal, and even the series finale was good, but just not the most satisfying, whereas the Season 5 had a more definitive ending, personally. So, in all honesty, I never had an experience like this until My Little Pony New Generation. It blew my mind. The animation, the characters, the storytelling, the whole world building, it was so gorgeous to behold. I was in love with everything. I also love how it took us in a whole complete direction, like a step in the right direction as well. Instead of tackling simple friendship stories, it was like a full-on, okay, I can't believe I'm saying this word, but it felt like a whole, it felt like a more, demographic audience. It treated us like a demographic audience, okay? The world itself that we live in is bad, okay? There are still people out there who are absolute savages and, offensive to a lot of people. And it hurts. I've witnessed these kind of people. I'm a nice guy, and I don't like seeing people being rude and offensive to others because they're either dressed weirdly or from a different country or the way their voice acts. Y'all know how it goes. And you can tell these kind of people exist on YouTube as well. I've gotten these kind of comments before. I can tell these people obviously depressed bullies living in their mother's basement, okay? Naysayers. Specifically, analysts. And that's what we need to talk about. The analysts who give so much backlash to Generation 5. I've only seen 2 videos relating to why they think Generation 5 is so bad. And in all honesty, they have the same reason. I feel like the analysts just say, let's just make the same videos but on different channels. That's what I feel like they're doing. Because in all honesty, their reasons are weak. I mean, weak as heck. Seriously. If Celestia was here, she would banish them to the moon for 1,000 years. And I'd be completely fine with that. If I ever met one of these analysts, honestly, I would say, I'm going to put some dirt in your eye. For realsies. Generation 5 is really good. Like I said, the characters are well written, the animation is gorgeous, the storytelling is really well done and feels different. It doesn't feel similar to Generation 4 at all. There are similarities, yes. A group of friends have a problem to solve, involves friendship, they learn new things about each other, they sing a song. That's really the only similar thing you could say. Because the whole message that the first movie set up was all about, judging some pony before we get to know them, because they're from a different, group of people. The Earth ponies, Pegasi and unicorns, different groups. So there you go, divided up together. Which the ones live in Maritime Bay, some live in Bridlewood, and the others live in Zephyr Heights. But now thanks to Sunny Star Scout and her friends Izzy Moonbow, Zipstorm, Hitch Trailblazer, and Pit Pedals, we have Harmony back. Unicorns have their magic, Pegasi can fly. You get the idea. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen Generation 5, there will be spoilers, minor ones, but I suggest you click off this video if you're like Whisper Gamer DJ. I suggest you don't watch this video because there are spoilers in this video. So click off this video right now because I already spoiled it. But yeah, spoiler alert to those who have not seen it. But I recommended you do. So watch it now and then watch this video. I'll wait, don't worry. You done? Okay, let me continue. So, like I said, and I loved the movie so much. And like I said, to describe it in less than 5 words, it's best MLP experience since season 5. Wait, that's more than 5 words. Okay, in less than 10 words, best MLP experience since season 5. That's how I describe a new generation. Like I said, beautiful visuals, well written characters, and such strong hitting messages that just relate to this world as well, you know. And in all honesty, ponies are superior to humans. Let's agree on that for a fact. And then we have, of course, what came after Generation 5, Make Your Mark. This is honestly where I think the analysts started to not like Generation 5. And I feel like the main reason was because the animation wasn't as beautiful. Now, yes, let's all agree, the new generation movie is definitely the best looking of G5, but looks aren't everything. And I think the animation is honestly pretty decent, and the characters still feel like themselves, new voices, but yet still the same personality. You can still tell which is which, and you can tell how much they developed as characters, you know. Sunny is learning how to not be too stressed out because, you know, she's the alicorn and princess that they have to all look up to. Pip learns that she can't always rely on her pipsqueaks and social media to get her answers for everything. Zip learns that she has to stop being too over the top serious and saying no to everything, has to say yes to a couple of things. Izzy knows when to take matters into her hooves and, you know, get crafty. Glitter, glitter, glitter. And Hitch has to deal with, you know, childcare, of course, with Sparky, the new dragon, who, in my opinion, is honestly 10 times more tolerable than Spike the dragon. Like, Spike was irritating. Sparky's a baby. I can deal with that. I'd rather be with a baby than a 10-year-old child that is a jerk. You get my point. And again, they still tackle on some really serious friendship problems and overall world building, and you know, ponies get their own magic where they can grow plants, which is really cool. And I feel like the analysts are just ignoring the cool things and just focusing on the fact that the characters feel one-dimensional and the animation is just lacking. These analysts need to calm down. It doesn't matter what generation you're referring to, it's good in their own way, especially G5. I think it's great. I'm not saying it's superior to G4, but there are some things that G5 does a little bit better than G4 personally, and that is tackling stronger and more relatable messages and honestly a bit more world building. And I do kind of blame Hasbro for making this feel like a sequel to Generation 4, which is what analysts need to stop doing. Generation 5 is not a sequel to G4. It's the step in the right direction, and there are references and, you know, callbacks to the old generation. But I do blame Hasbro for doing that because it kind of makes the bronies think, oh, so this is a sequel, right? It really isn't. At the same time, you kind of want it to be, but it just doesn't work if you think it is a sequel. It just doesn't work like that. Every Pokemon generation is not a sequel, it's just a new world with new characters, new main protagonists, new music, new sense of style, and of course, this appeals to the audience, of course, of 2021, you know? Kids are on social media now. I'm on social media. Maybe that's why I'm loving this show so much, because I can relate to a lot of the characters, but in all honesty, you should understand that we are all influencers in our own way. And again, and the animation still looks great, and overall, it's really funny. Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale has some really funny moments, and there's some really memorable episodes, and some amazing songs. I love almost every song of G5. That's what made G4, one of the reasons that G4 was so great was because the songs were so catchy. And again, like I said, all the characters have their own distinct personality, have a different design, different voice that makes them stand out. And these analysts just don't see the point because they're just judging them because of the way they're at, because they don't like their personality, which is just wrong. You can love one more than the other, but it doesn't mean that they're terrible. They're just better than the other. There's nothing wrong with that. And in all honesty, I love all of the main five. I really do. Of course, as you all know, Izzy is my favorite, Pip is my second favorite, Zip is third favorite, and Hitch and Sunny are kind of tied with fourth because I don't really know which one I love more. I just love both equally in the end, really. And like I said, the world building is getting better and better, and there's more cute, relatable moments, and there's overall just such cute interactions with the characters, and I just love it. And Make Your Mark Chapter 2 tackled also some really serious issues. Like, for example, Episode 3, Portrait Day, which was my favorite episode of Chapter 2, had Zip and Pip dealing with, sibling rivalry, which is a very relatable thing. That got to me. I loved their song they sang together. It was so heartwarming. And that just proves how far they've come as characters. They developed, and I love that. In all honesty, when I watched the New Generation movie, I only loved 2 of the characters, but then after Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale, I fell in love with all of them. That's how great Tell Your Tale is and Make Your Mark, especially Chapter 2 of Make Your Mark. There are some episodes of Tell Your Tale that I'm like, it's okay, but in all honesty, I'm loving it. So all you analysts, all you naysayers, y'all need to chill. Your hatred is being too much. You're taking the source material into your own hoofs. Like, forget Generation 4. This is Generation 5. This is a new generation, pun intended, and you have to stick with it, okay? G4 is over. G5 is here. If you want My Little Pony to stay alive, then you need to just love this generation. If you don't give it love, you might not get more My Little Ponies. We want our ponies. This world I live in is nothing without ponies. And I was upset. When Friendship is Magic ended. So now that we have this, I am thankful. I'm dealing with it. Like, if I had to give this like a overall star rating of 0 to 5, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Because I'll be honest, I would say I only have like 2 or 3 negatives with G5, which I will talk about, okay? I love this generation, but just because you have something that you love doesn't mean you love everything, okay? Nothing is perfect. Your favorite movie, video game, TV show, anime, childhood crush, you name it. Whatever your favorite thing is, there's always a couple flaws. So I will give you my flaws with G5. My first flaw is this. I don't like how we have to wait many months for every chapter of Make Your Mark. Like, the New Generation movie on Netflix, which you can watch, by the way, was incredible. It's a solid 9 out of 10. It's the best animated film of 2021. Solid 9 out of 10. I loved it. Best animated film of 2022, definitely Turning Red, also 9 out of 10. And best animated movie of 2023 so far, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Again, 9 out of 10. There you go. We had to wait quite a few months for Make Your Mark. And no joke, it literally came out, I think today. I think today is the 1 year anniversary of Make Your Mark. I just realized today is the 1 year anniversary. Trust me, that was not a coincidence. I did not realize that today was literally the anniversary of Make Your Mark. Okay, that's crazy. So we had to wait almost like pretty much half a year almost, or more. I don't know. I don't know basic maths. I'm pretty sure that is, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But then we had to wait a few months for Chapter 2, which was worth it. And then another few months for Chapter 3, which again was also worth it, but it wasn't as great. It was still a lovely special. I loved Winter Wish Day, but we had to wait again. November all the way till June for Chapter 4, which I know is going to be incredible. I think Chapter 4 is going to be the best Make Your Mark chapter, without a doubt, because it's going to be epic. And that's my other complaint. Like I said, the hiatus that we've taken from each chapter is a little bit irritating because we have to wait a while. We do have Tell Your Tale to keep us going, but we do have to wait every 2 weeks instead of every week for, an episode to come out every Friday, which I do wish it was every week, not every 2 weeks. And I do prefer it being on YouTube, not on Netflix, in all honesty. Make Your Mark, Netflix, Tell Your Tale, YouTube. It just works better. My second complaint, which is honestly a pretty obvious one, we haven't really had an amazing villain. Now, Opaline, I see potential in her. I think she's going to be amazing in Make Your Mark Chapter 4. She's going to be scary, powerful, and pure evil. I just know it. okay? Because Generation 4 had some of the coolest villains ever. Like I said, Nightmare Moon, Starlight Glimmer, Lord Tirret, Cozy Glow. You can name, even Equestria Girls had some incredible villains, like Sunset Shimmer and the Dazzlings. I love those villains. They are so cool. But Generation 5 has not had an amazing villain. The movie had Sprout, but he was very forgettable. Like, as a character, he was funny. It's because he was voiced by Ken Jeong, most likely. But as a villain, he was lame, kind of dumb, and very forgettable. I did not care about him. So I wish the show now gives him more attention and you develop him as a character. And for Make Your Mark, Chapter 1, we had Posey, who was just a jealous Earth Pony because, you know, she can't fly or use magic. So yeah, she was kind of irritating. But I've forgiven her. I like her now, even though I do sometimes laugh when she gets a bit of abuse in the Telltale series. I apologize for that. I'm kind of a mad person for actually laughing at pain. That's the bad thing to do. Never laugh at pain, viewers. It's wrong. Unless you're a masochist, then you can laugh at it. But like Leafy. You get it? Because Leafy liked getting zapped by a laser in BFB, so, you know. My point is, those two antagonists, lame. And Opaline so far has done nothing really purely evil, except for yelling at Misty and telling her to kidnap an innocent baby. That's really it. But Chapter 4 is going to have her steal the pony's cue marks like Starlight Glimmer did in Season 5 premiere, my favourite premiere of Generation 4, which I'm really excited for. And I will review the episodes. I'll do like one episode per review because I think it'd be easy, honestly. But don't get me wrong, I'll look forward to that. And I know Bridalwood Stock is going to be a lot of fun too. And that's another thing about Generation 5 I do love. The background ponies are just as iconic as the G4 background ponies, you know? Oh, you gotta love... I love me some Jazz Hooves. I love Onyx. I love I love Ruby Jubilee already, even though we haven't even seen her on the actual screen yet of Chapter 4. We've seen clips and her song, and I love her. I'm loving the background ponies so much. I want to see more Alphabetto and Queen Haven. I want to see more of that, you know, a bit more ships, you know. I want to have an episode with Thunder and Zoom, you know, my favorite royal gods. I want to see them have an actual episode. I would love that. That would be cool. But here's my second... That was my second complaint, the villains. My third and final negative, which isn't really a negative, it's more of a nitpick, and that is, well, there isn't enough action. We haven't really had any action/epic moments in G5. Now, the movie had some intense moments, but it was more, those moments were more emotional and cute. There wasn't really anything epic about the climax personally, whereas G4 had such crazy action scenes, okay? Season 2 finale, Season 1 premiere, Season 4 finale, Season 5 premiere, Season 5 finale. Seriously, such amazing battles. Even Equestria Girls had some great battles. Rainbow Rocks had a cool Scott Pilgrim versus the World battle. Generation 5 hasn't had anything epic. Now, Make Your Mark had a moment where Sunny saves a bunch of opponents, including Posey, in this, like, multiverse of madness thing where the whole screen was all flashy. It was nice, but it barely lasted 2 minutes, so I can't really count it as an action scene. So I want an epic battle duel in Chapter 4. That's what I want. That's all I really ask for you, Hasbro. Have an epic battle with Sunny, the Alicorn, against Opaline, an evil Alicorn. Do that. That would be fire. Actually, have all the ponies do something. Have Misty do something, please. I would love that. That's what I begged the show for. I want to see an epic battle. That's it. That's my biggest problem with Generation 5. There isn't enough action. But overall, it's a great generation, and it's a worthy successor to G4. G4 was amazing as well, but G5 is what we deserve. I honestly would rather have this than no generation, okay? All you naysayers and analysts need to calm down and chill out. Y'all being mean. Y'all just mean. Y'all not seeing the real picture. So please, give G5 a chance, and if this video doesn't help and you still do not like Chapter 4, then I don't know what to say. So, to all you bronies watching this, I want you to comment down, justice for G5. Justice for G5. I would appreciate that. And also comment down below why you love G5, and there's any negatives you have with the generation as well, and what you would fix, honestly. But like I said, I still really like it, and I look forward to the next Telltale episode. But if you know this particular video, leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're interested, follow me on Instagram, link down below. And until then, stay positive, keep calm, stay safe, be incredible. And as always, Brony on. Peace.